Hello everyone. How are you all doing today? Happy Wednesday. I am just getting everything pulled up on my end here. I'll give you guys a minute to tune in. Some of you may be hopping over from my team live. I just went live over on my team page to give them some updates there. And now I am here for you guys to do a card creation and to announce some winners. Hi Ramona, how are you? Of the cards that I made before we went away. So here we go. Okay, I have things open on my end. Seems to be working. And I will get into sharing with you guys. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I had my hand in your face. Okay. Have you been busy with the cards for charity too, Ramona? We were just chatting. One of our team members has been added to the volunteer squad over there. So on the cards for charity page. All right. So if you are there, say hello. My name is Alana Worf, Sleepless Stamper. I am in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So today I'm going to create this card. This one is a case of the designer with the Global Design Project. You can follow along with them over on Instagram or Facebook. And Kayla Renee is a former artisan. She has, hi Jen. She has created a card. I meant to print it off to show you guys, but if you hop over to their Instagram, you will see it there. She used the Rays of Light background stamp and made this gorgeous background with some watermelon and different things like that. So I decided to use the Full of Life paper, which already has this starburst design. Hi again. And I feel lucky. I'm going to get to talk to you sort of a few times today, which is great. Sorry for some of the circumstances, but always good to chat with you. So I have gone with the DSP to create my starburst here. So I will create that for you guys. But first, I have some winners to announce. I have been offering you guys a chance to win the card that I'm creating on live by sharing my video. So if you would like to win a copy of today's card, please feel free to share this video and come back and comment that you did. There's no pressure to do so, but if you would like a chance to win, then you are more than welcome to do that. You may even just win by default. We have Ramona actually, who's here. Hi Audrey, in the comments, has some cards that you have won because you were the only person that shared. So I will go through those in just a moment, but that is how you have a chance, hey Janet, to win this card here. So I will bring the cards in from the week before we went away to show you guys who won which cards. All right, so I do not have them in chronological order. I have them in order by winner. You have them in chronological? Okay, so we're going to begin with the Silly Goose card that I made on one of the lives. That's this one here. I don't think she has tuned in yet tonight, but Melody has won this card. So that one will go out to her in the mail. And then next, again, not necessarily in chronological order, but I think this one was next. It might not be, but the Layering Designs Vellum, which is now retired. Ramona, you have won this one. And then I also have the Zoo Crew, which is this one here. Now, of course, this paper is retired. So is this paper, which this cute little guy came from. And actually, so is this scalloped design, but Melody also won that one. Then we have the Be Mine watercolor heart. I used Versamark and painted on a heart and then watercolored around it. Thanks, Janet. And Ramona won this one. Then we have this one here, which was the Country Blossoms folder and the Timeless Arrangements. You can still get this DSP, but unfortunately the rest is gone. And Ramona, you won that one as well. And then I also have the Earth and Textures. This die has retired. The words, I believe, are still available, but this beautiful little sprig is now gone. So Ramona, you also won this one. So you're going to get a nice little haul of cards in the mail, Ramona. Thank you so much for always sharing. I appreciate it. Hi, Linda. How are you? All right, so those will go out in the mail to you, Ramona. And today we're going to make this card so you all have a chance to win. Yeah, that's awesome, Janet. I appreciate all the shares, and it's fun to be able to send you a card in the mail for that. All right, so we're going to make this one here, but first I just want to make sure I update you guys on what's going on this week. So this is what Ethan was working so hard to get printed for me yesterday. So the starter kit special that started May 1st will run through the end of May. If you love the in colors, you can get all of this product for free by joining Stampin' Up! This month. So for $135, you get to pick $165 in product value of your choice. And then on top of that, Stampin' Up! Is going to give you the in-color ink pads, the in-color cardstock, in-color DSP, and the in-color markers. Those add up to a value of $112.75 Canadian. In Manitoba, we do pay one tax, but it just depends on what province you're in. I know Alberta doesn't have PST, so they just pay the $135, and you can join from anywhere across Canada. We do have a virtual team meeting. Our May 1 will be on the 22nd of May. And then I will be doing a mix of virtual and in-person after this month. So it'll be either once every other month or once quarterly. We will do an in-person component, but every month there will be a virtual component. We also have our online sale starting on Friday. So if you are interested in shopping from that sale or being a vendor in that sale, it is open to anyone across Canada. We cannot ship product across international borders, so it's available to anyone across Canada, and that starts Friday. So just message me if you want information on either being a vendor or being a shopper or both. And then my goal is to, for tomorrow, have all of the details on the Take to the Sky class. And then on Friday, when our artisan projects post for the month, I will be able to show you guys what I made for that and the class that is coming to you with those projects. First though, just a quick recap of my Take to the Sky cards. These are ones that I created for the Share What You Love event that we had here in Winnipeg with Genevieve Coe. She is our Canadian DDM, and it looks as though one card is missing. I had 5. For some reason, one is not with the batch. I will see if it shows up here, but anyhow, yes, I will do a live tomorrow, and that one will be in the evening. On Friday, I will have to go live during the day because the sale will start in the evening. So Friday, it'll likely be 1:30. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. So Friday will likely be 1:30, but tomorrow will also be at 7 o'clock. Thank you for asking that because I announce them during the live and then I forget sometimes to go make the post on my page so that people know. So I'm glad you asked that. All right, so these are my Take to the Sky cards. And if you have a vote on which ones you like, let me know. And perhaps that will be the one that we'll make. Well, we'll make more than one, but probably 3 that we'll do in class. And then you'll, of course, have inspiration of the others as well. But these are the cards that I designed with Take to the Sky. And we will be doing an assortment in our class for that. And then the Perennial Lavender class will be coming your way as well. All right, so let's get started with this card here. I showed you guys the Full of Life DSP yesterday because I got that as one of my Spin the Wheel prizes on the Norway trip. And I decided to use that for this challenge. I mentioned yesterday that I hoped, oh shoot, 134. Okay, let me know. I'll lay these out, Janet, before I make this card. Which one is 134? I should have paid attention. So I'll put them here for a second. And then I'm going to pull the comments back up. Oh, you can't see them all at once. So let me know which ones. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3 across the top and 4, 5 across the bottom. If you don't mind retyping the numbers, and then I'll know which ones you are referring to. And then when I move them away, I'm going to keep them in that order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let me know which ones you think you would like to make. Now I'll move these out of the way, and I am just going to get making this card for you guys. So the Full of Life paper has these really cool starburst patterns. These are the other two. And then this is, hi Rhonda, how are you? It's nice to see you again, even though it's online. All right, so it has these two patterns that are starburst, and then this one here. So I just need to grab one more sheet of this one, and I'm going to show you. I purposely didn't cut that one so that I could show you guys how I cut it. That's this one here. I love the back of this one too. It's kind of sad to cut into it, but sometimes we have to do that. All right, so I decided I would make the second one with the same pattern. I just love how bright this is with this greeting. So with the You Brighten My Cloudy Days from the, I think it's called Bright Skies, I brought in this bundle here. I thought that it would be fun with the colorful starburst. So that's what I went with. So this was in the January to April catalog, and it carried over to the annual catalog. Janet, this paper is the Full of Life DSP, and I will quickly show you guys the other patterns. So we have this one here, which is here. Then we have these other two starbursts, and I think you could easily get away with this with either of these. Again, just with this greeting, I wanted to use the colorful one. So it has these three patterns. On the back, it has these really awesome blended, like kind of like alcohol ink and ombres and different patterns. Then we have the rest of them, which have kind of a more bold side and then a blended side. So these are all, this is going to be a favorite DSP. I just love it. I like the, what I call the backs. I like them more, but hi, Michelle. So it has all of these really beautiful patterns. This one is the one that I used. I'll just try to find that card really quick. Right here. Sorry for disappearing for a sec. This is the one that I used to create this card here. And then we have this one and this one here. So the backs are just so pretty. They are going to get used a lot. All right, so that's the Full of Life 6x6 DSP in the annual catalog. And I think I went and put away the sheet that I need to cut. So I'll bring this back in, and I'm going to rotate it the same way that I have here. And this is a 4-inch wide piece, but I'm going to show you. I wanted to keep this little, where the burst, it's Full of Life, Janet, 6x6 in the annual catalog. So, and remind me, you guys, I forgot to talk about Stamp Club earlier, and I forgot to talk about it yesterday. I have to place the order tonight, and so I wanted to make sure that I let you guys know about it in case you wanted to join in. So I wanted the placement of the cloud somewhat in the center of this starburst. So if I just cut this at 4 inches from here, this would have been really off to one side, which is fine. It's a little bit off to one side, but on the designer's card, the starburst also starts a little off to one side, and I wanted to have more of it show on my card. So I purposely took some off this side, which you can see here. And then I also took some off this side. So I didn't quite center it, but I did bump it over just a little bit. So I want to show you guys how I got to this end result. So what I did here is I took off 5/8 of an inch from here. So I'm going to rotate this over so that I can take that off of this side here. And I'm going to put this side up to the 5/8. And then I'm going to chop that off. So we're going to take that off. Hopefully it is not freezing on you guys. Thanks for typing that in, Ramona. Now I am going to put this side in up to the 4-inch mark, because this is 4 inches wide for this piece of DSP. So now I can go with this side here over to 4 inches, and then that will remove this other portion here. And you can keep those to use them on something else. I think that is still really pretty. So I'll have to challenge myself to use these on something else. And then maybe I can use this on an inside liner or something like that. So that is how I got to this part here. And then off the bottom, I cut off 3/4 of an inch to get this down to 5 1/4. So now I can just tuck this in here. I've got to move this piece off here too. And just tuck this bottom side in there, and then I'll cut off 3/4 of an inch. And now I have a 4-inch wide by 5 1/4 piece of DSP that will fit the front of my card. So we're gonna do this. Now this just layers nicely on here. I am going to attach that with my missing, there it is, right beside me. I'm going to attach that. It's so sad to lose this beautiful pattern. I actually didn't even realize what pattern it was on the back the first time until I flipped it over to adhere it. And I had a little moment of, I don't want to say sadness, that's a bit dramatic, but just a little bit of, I don't know, sadness, I guess, that I wouldn't get to use this side. But this is so pretty, I think, anyway, with this particular design case. Okay, so now I can attach that. Next, I need to stamp this one here. So what I did to determine where to stamp this was I did a quick dry fit, made sure that these elements were going to be where I wanted them. And then because I could see right through my block, I just made sure that this would fit above this part of the cloud. And then I inked it up and stamped it there. So I'm actually going to move this off of there. And then I'll be able to just ink that up and stamp it. So I'm inking the greeting up with Blueberry Bushel. I pulled that from right here. I actually inked it up first with Memento, and then it just felt a little too harsh. So I decided to switch it up. I don't often stamp my greetings in color, actually. I most of the time either stamp them in black, or I emboss white on black, or black on white. So it's not always that you will see me. There's nothing wrong with stamping in color. I just often find it easier to go with black or white. But this time I really wanted to switch that up. Okay. And Blueberry Bushel is so, I just love that shade of blue. There we go. Look at that. Okay. So now I'm done with this one here. Next, I have a little sun to stamp. So I have just this little, thank you, Linda. I love that you guys help each other out in the comments. That's awesome. So this little sun here, I'm going to stamp that tone on tone with Daffodil Delight on Daffodil Delight. So this is, I forgot to bring the Stampin' Dies back in to show you guys a little bit more. So Bright Skies stamp set has these really cute greetings, and the You Brighten My Cloudy Days I thought went well with this because of the colorful nature of the starburst. And then I used this one here, and I actually started off with a flower, but I liked just the bow. But this little flower comes from this set of dies as well. I've got to find where the flower is, but anyhow, there is, oh, here it is. Sorry. So I have this little flower. We have these clouds here. Oh, I've got the tape stuck to me here. So we have all of these clouds. You get 3 different sized stitched clouds with this. I love those. You get different sizes of raindrops. There's cloud borders if you want to use that instead. You get a couple of or a few different flowers and a few different stems. So you can do the die cut stem, or you can do the stamped stem. So there's different versions that you can do, and then they of course coordinate with the stamp. So this is a really cute set. I'm glad that this one carried over. All right, now I also have, sorry, there is the sun die cut, which I'm going to use after I stamp this. So I'm going to ink this up with Daffodil Delight, stamp it on Daffodil Delight, and then I am going to line up this die cut here. I need to mark it so that I know which way it goes. Somebody might have a trick, but I have to just keep twirling this around until it fits. That doesn't seem quite right. I stamped one earlier that was not right. I think this one might go here. Often we have ways to mark them, and I just haven't taken the time to do that yet. So I think this is right. I will bring my little cutter in view here. This one is not sticky, so I'm going to use a different one. And tape that down. Oh, look at that. Now I've got to line it up again. Did you guys all see that coming? Well, it looks like that would have worked if I had kept it in place there. I get a little quiet when I've got to concentrate, so I'm sorry I'm being quiet for a moment. There we go. So that should be taped in place. I'm going to close the Daffodil Delight and grab my mini Stamp Cut emboss machine. And we'll just move this over. This is a quick card to make, you guys. I feel like, oh, it moved again. I'm not having much luck with this staying in place. I might need a fresh piece of tape, is maybe what I need. Well, that does not look lined up. Nope. Sorry, everybody. Hi, Ruby. My dog is here wanting my attention. She is my little buddy. Oh my gosh. Nobody wants to watch me do this for half an hour. I think it's this way. Okay, we'll try this. Now, hold that in place while I get this set up, and then maybe it won't pop off of there again. Just so it goes to show you that we all have some struggles in crafting sometimes, right? I do have a spare one sitting here, but it did not go through straight at all the first time. So now we'll just roll this through. It's a little blurry with the camera shake, I'm sorry. There we go. Now hopefully this is, there we go. It's a little bit crooked, but I have one side that's straighter, so I'm gonna make that be the part that tucks up, pokes out through the clouds. Sorry, that's noisy there. All right, so now we can bring these back in, and basically all I have left is to assemble. There is not a lot of stamping on this project. There is the greeting, and then there is the cloud. So I'm going to begin with adding or adhering this one here. And I went and put all of my dimensionals away just to get those back out. So I did a nice amount of dimensionals on the back of the cloud. What do you guys think of this paper? Let me know your thoughts on the Full of Life paper. Now I'm going to just go about like that. So that's one layer of dimensionals. Now this one here is going to get a double decker of dimensionals on the bottom part. So we're going to go down here, and you've got to peel the backing to stick the next one down, sticky side to sticky side. So I'm taking two more dimensionals, put one down towards the bottom, peel the backing, and then put the next dimensional on. Now I can peel that off, and I'm going to just tuck this. Whoopsie, grabbed kind of before I was ready. So this is going to tuck right in there. Now I'm going to put a dimensional right behind here. And this is where the sun is going to go. So I just want to make sure, again, this top part here lines up a little bit better. I might have been slightly off in where I placed that. So I'm just going to lift this cloud up, take the backing off, and tuck the sun right in there. So it will just adhere to that little dimensional that I stuck in there. So it's a super simple assembly as well. So there we go. That is most of the card. Now we just have the embellishments. I apologize, it looks a little bit blurry. I don't know if it is on your guys' end, but where I'm viewing, hi Nellie, how are you? Where I'm watching, it was a little bit blurry. So now that I've got all of the stamped and die cut components, I just need to embellish. So all I need to do, it looks quite plain like this. So you can see how just a little bit of embellishments add some detail to that. So I will bring in the brass butterflies and some white baker's twine. So I'm just going to tie a little bow here. And pull the right loop. And so here's a little trick for you. When you are cinching back your tails, hold the knot and hold that flat. So that's going to keep these parts flat instead of twisting. And that will help those little loops stay straight instead of just turning into a twisted mess. So that is how I often find that my loops will stay less twisted, is by holding that knot while I am cinching it back. Okay, I'm gonna have to clean that tail up though, because my scissors did not cut that very well. I still need to get my scissors into get sharpened. I should have taken them today. Oh my gosh, that's not turning out very nice. Let's see if I have a better pair. We'll try this. I should have taken them today while we were out to go to acupuncture. There we go. That would have been the smart thing to do instead of making an extra trip. All right, so now I will just take a little glue dot. I just want to make sure my bows are fairly even, or the loops, which they are, even enough anyway. Now I have just a little itty bitty glue dot here. And I'm going to take my piercer. This is an old style piercer, but if you have the take your pick tool, there's a piercer on it. So I'm lifting it off the glue dot from the top so that I can just kind of tuck it in place right in this little nook of the cloud. And then that way I need to fix up the tails. They're not even. I can just... There we go, trim a little bit off there. Now, all I have left to do, which again, I will use my piercer for, is, now I want to finish up a little sheet that I have here with some of the, it's got a piece of twine on there. I have some large butterflies here, and I'm trying to finish these up so that I don't have so many sheets going. So I'm bringing that in here. I am going to put a large one here and a small one right there, and then another large one. Oh my gosh, I'll just turn that around. Another large one right over here, and a small one here. And then I put another large one right here because I wanted to fill that empty little space just a little bit. So there we go. That is the finished card. And I find that those extra little embellishments do a lot to fill out the card. Hey Brenda, how are you? What do you guys think? Do you think the embellishments do the trick to just fill that in just enough? No offense taken if you don't, but that is my card for today. So again, if you want a chance to win one of these, feel free to share the video. You just have to make sure you come back and comment that you shared, because that is the only way that I will know that it was you who shared. I did have one video in the draws for last week where there were more shares than the number of people who commented that they shared. So I could only enter the 2 people who commented that they shared. So I would love to give you a chance to be rewarded for sharing. So just make sure that you comment if you have shared it. Now, before I go, I had mentioned to have somebody remind me about my stamp club. So stamp club for this month is going to be on May 27th. So you still have time to have me either add your order to the order I have going in, or to use a host code that, not this one here, I have a different one for Stamp Club, but I can give you a host code where you can place an order and join us for Stamp Club. So this month we are featuring the Thoughtful Journey Suite, and these are the cards that we're going to be making. So I have a card that I will make you as a thank you, and then the cards you will make with me are these 2 here. Some of you have seen this style before, and I adapted that style to use it with the Thoughtful Journey or Thoughtful Wishes, a DSP. This is the Thoughtful Journey DSP. The bundle is Thoughtful Wishes, I believe. So we're going to make these ones here. This incorporates some of the stamps, the DSP, the dies, and then I love this just because here. So we're going to do that one. And then we are also going to make this one here. And this one has some shimmer in there, some blending, and we will get to make these 2 together. If you want to join in and you don't want to purchase this bundle or the stamp set, you don't have to. You could always use other images besides these ones, and all you need to do to qualify to do Stamp Club is place a $40 order, and then I'll send you the card kits to make these with us. You have to let me know that that's what you want to do. Let's say, for example, you already have the Thoughtful Journey or Thoughtful Wishes bundle, but you want to make these with us. If you still place a $40 order, you can still join in. So that will be Monday, May 27th. You are required to have a quarter pack of the DSP because you're going to use your DSP to cut to make this card with me. I'll show you guys how to do that. And then aside from the DSP, which if you're wondering how you get a quarter pack, if you place your order directly with me, or even if you place a $40 order online and then you pay me for the quarter pack of DSP, I can send that to you with your kit. So I'm willing to split them up for people who either don't want or don't have it in their budget to get the full pack of DSP. If they want to do it, works out to about $4.50 or 75 cents or something like that for the quarter pack of DSP, but I can easily split that up so that they can get the quarter pack and then place their remaining order accordingly. So let me know if you would like to join us. I will be doing the first order for this tonight. So if you want to get in on the Thoughtful Journey Stamp Club for this month, please do message me as soon as possible so that I can add your order to the order I have going in, and then I will have another one going in closer to the time. Or if you want to purchase from across the country and join in, then I can give you the appropriate host code so that you can join long distance and I can get your card kit out in the mail to you. So those are the cards that we are going to make together, and I really love how, I shouldn't say that because they're my designs, but I really love how they turned out. I had fun making those. I had posted them for hi Marcia, how are you? Marcia, I know you loved these cards, and I was just talking about the Stamp Club for this month is May 27th. We're going to be making these 2 cards, and a $40 order, if somebody wants to make these with us, will qualify you to be able to do Stamp Club. So I was just saying I had to get those, I didn't have to, but I made them before we went on our trip so that I could share them and the supply list with my Stamp Club members. That is the other thing. If you want to join us, then I would, once you've committed to do it, I can send you the supply list so that you know what other supplies you may need, or so that you can know what you have in your collection and sub out for appropriate supplies. Like, for example, sometimes people don't have all of the colors I'm using, but they'll message me and say, hey, I have this, what would be my best substitution? So I don't mind helping you figure that out either, because we can't all purchase every single item to make all the cards every month. That would really add up. So I did not remember to show you guys the remaining gifts from our trip. So Ethan reminded me these were in one of the pieces of luggage that had been lost. They are all back now. So I wanted to just show you guys. This was actually from the hotel. So the hotel left these with a little card explaining to us what the treat was. They're in a Ziploc bag. I put them in a Ziploc bag to keep them safe. I think these are a little coconut treat of some kind. We haven't, some of them we've eaten and some of them we have not. So these ones, I'm not going to know how to pronounce these names. Coconut candy. There is here, I'll show you. This one here. So Dolce de Coco maybe is how you say that. I don't know. So that's that one. And it came in this really pretty little basket. And then some of them we already ate. This one I think came early in the week. I don't know which one this is. It might be walnut candy. There's walnut candy as one of them. Let's see what's in the rest. Oh, this one's empty. One of them we can't find the little treats that were inside. Maybe we ate them while we were there and didn't even know. This might be walnut candy. I don't know.
I think.
So we have all of these little things. This one, look at, we ate this one yesterday and put the wrapper back in. This one is so good. What is it called?
That one is...
It was like coffee chocolate. It was, if you like coffee, it was delicious. The boys and I shared one, so we have to save the other one for when Ryan comes home because he'll want to try it too. I wish we had opened this one while we were there. I would have bought more to bring home because it is so good. I love that one. All of us loved that one. All right, so let's just show you. So walnut candy is another one. I am not certain which one of these is walnut candy. And then we have amaranth candy. So amaranth seeds were eaten by the, oh, this is probably that little round thing.
Oh.
It's like, if you go grab one of them, I could show them. Those were in one of these. So that's the missing one. And then there is tamarind. This fruit native to India has acquired a unique versatility in Mexico as a salty, sweet, or spicy treat. It is also surprising as a star ingredient in gourmet sauces. This is the other one. This one wasn't my favorite, but the chocolate coffee one was. And then, so this might be the other one, chocolate. This cacao bean was looked upon as a gift from the gods by the settlers of Mesoamerica. Today, this roasted and hand-ground treat is a legacy from Mexico to the world. So those were left on our pillow. I should scrapbook these, though, with a picture of all the little baskets. We did take pictures of the baskets before we packed them up to come home. This one got a little squashed, this poor little basket. But anyhow, those were the rest of the little gifts that we got on our trip. So I apologize, I forgot to bring them on yesterday, but that just gives me one more thing to show you guys today. Ethan says his taste buds enjoyed that legacy. All of ours did. They were so yummy. I will put these back in here for safekeeping, but here we go. That is some of the little treats that we got. I should take one out of here so you can still see. Whoopsie. One every night was left on our pillow. One little basket, and it was left open so we could see what was inside, and then the little card was propped up with it. So all of those little treats. Anyhow, that is my project for today. Do you get the gift card with the $40 order? Not typically. So typically the extra card is reserved for people that are committed to the 10-month stamp club, but because I didn't say that in the beginning, and I did say that you would get the cards as well as the gift card, and to kick off the new catalog, I'm going to include it for the month of May. So whether or not you are in the 10-month stamp club, I will still include the card that you will get as a bonus from me to anyone who joins in just for this month too. Thank you for asking that, Janet. It's a very good question. So please do message me if you want to do the Thoughtful Journey Stamp Club. I'm going to quickly show you guys what is in that suite so that you can decide if you want the whole suite or if you want to do, whoopsie, the $40 order. All right, I think it's page 47, but I might be wrong. Yes, it is page 47. So if you have your catalog handy, Page 47, I am now allowed to show this on screen because it is now current. So there's samples here made with the suite, and then there is the stamp set. So the Thoughtful Wishes stamp set, I have used quite a few of the stamps actually in these cards, and then these dies. So this one here, I love this die. This one right here is this die. I just love that. So that is the dies. You are not required to have the dies to do the class because you're not actually going to be stamping and die cutting anything. So you could get away with just the stamp set, or like I said, subbing out for other things. I do feature this DSP here on this card, so you're going to get a little bit of that. It will be included in your kit. And then there are these pearls that are also an optional add-on. I'll just bring those closer. I've used these quite a bit as well, actually, already. So these are those pretty gems. And then the DSP. So you get all of these really cool patterns with the DSP. And this is the one that you need at least a quarter of the pack. So you can either purchase the whole pack, or you can say, I just want a quarter share as part of my order. So that's the suite. If you want the whole suite, it's $118.75. And then that, of course, qualifies you to do the cards with us. All right. I think that's everything. So please do let me know if you want to join in with that. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 7. And then Friday will be during the day. So hopefully I will be able to give you guys all of the pricing information for Take to the Sky, the Perennial Lavender, and then I'll get my shares ready for you guys as well, because I will still have DSP, embellishment, and ribbon shares for you guys. It has just been a little bit in getting those ready for you guys. All right. Thank you guys for joining in. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys tomorrow.